Here is the Xbox Series X user interface in its current state. Keep in mind that this is not a final build and may not be representative of the UI once the Series X launches on November 10th, since it's subject to change. But since we can, we figured that we would show you what it's like to navigate the dashboard and what sort of options you have available with the Xbox Series X. You'll see quick resume in action, the snappiness of going through menus, data management, and some of the options and configurations you can work with. For more on Microsoft's next-gen system, be sure to watch my full in-depth preview of the Xbox Series X after this video.
Okay, so I wanted to point out that that boot up sounds very new to me. I haven't had an Xbox since the Xbox, I believe, 360. I believe that's my most recent Xbox, so that was a while back. But that boot up sounded different. I like it. As for those menus, I think we'll have to go back to them in a moment. So now they're showing different games. Nier Automata. Oh yeah, they're gonna show the quick resume. I can go from game to game. Never did finish Nier. I mean, I beat it like 3 times, but that game's weird. Anyways, I won't say more. Spoilers. Yakuza Like a Dragon. Press A to resume the game. So it like automatically pauses it when you quick resume. Isn't this game like not out yet? I think it's out in Japan. It's not out yet on in the States. It's gonna be a turn-based RPG. Anyways, that's not the point. The point is they're showing quick resume. How much time it gets to get another takes to get another game started. Did it say Game Pass for the other games? Do they advertise their Game Pass as you swap game? Or maybe because, no, you're playing it through Game Pass. Is Final Fantasy 15 on Game Pass right now? I'm not familiar. Okay, so you could swap game to game pretty quickly. I mean, I'm primarily a PC gamer. I mean, I don't usually like, if I'm gonna swap a game quickly, I close the game, I boot up the next one. It doesn't take long. I mean, I don't swap games frequently. I commit to a game for several hours. In fact, it's unusual for me to play more than 1 game a day. Oh, Monster Hunter World Iceborne, good choice. Oh gosh, we have pleb gear. On my main channel, like this is just my reacts channel. If you go to my main channel, I have a lot of like end game monster hunters. Heck, I mean, I took on Fatalis day 1, Arctember Velcana day 1. Anyways, this is about the Xbox. So quick resumes. You can swap to different games quickly. What's this? Optimized for Xbox Series, Xbox One games. Ah, so they sort it by console. And that's right, they have the, what do you call it? Backwards compatibility. So, you could sort them by console type, sort by size. Destiny 2 is... Wait, Destiny 2 is bigger than Warzone? I thought Warzone was supposed to be the biggest game. That surprises me. Oh yeah, and you have your separate storage cards. Those are apparently expensive. If you want to stick that into the Xbox, they're pretty pricey from what I've read. But yeah, you can expand the storage by buying some external storage to shove in there. I probably wouldn't bother. I mean, I don't think I'll get an Xbox anyway, but if I did, I'd want to make the most of the space on there. Because frankly, once I beat a game, I'm usually done with it. Especially if it's a single player. I mean, there's no reason to keep it installed. But that's just me. So, wait, what are they doing here? I actually missed that. I think they're transferring this from one storage to another. I'll have to go back and take a look at that in a moment. Wait, no, you were installing it. Is that? No, you're transferring. You transferred it from one. Yeah, you did transfer from one storage to another. Okay, sort by size. Internal. And then you can see the different storages. Okay. The home button menu, start a party. The capture menu, recent captures. So you can capture some clips and screenshots in 4K HDR. Very nice. And this is showing the menu where all of your past screenshots and clips are stored. Capture settings menu. Allow game captures. Record what happened 15 seconds. So you can set how long it records, how much, at what quality. Button mapping? Oh, wow. You can invert. So instead of having to depend on the games to do this, you can actually do it through here. Let me remove my camera so you can see some of these other settings on the left. Swap triggers, turn on vibration, invert the axes, swap the sticks. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go back over here. Xbox general settings menu, network settings, TV. You can adjust the refresh rate, the resolution, video modes, allow 50 hertz. HDMI console turns off. Other devices can turn off. Okay, so how it like turns off. Restart your Xbox. Let's see how... Wait, what? There's no way. Okay, I guess they skipped the restart time. I was kind of curious to see how long it would take, but I guess they showed the boot up at the beginning. Seems relatively quick. I still haven't petted Poogie in like half a year. Poor Poogie. the entertainment app download. So you could watch Netflix through your Xbox Series X. Thanks for your purchase. Wait, wasn't it free? Oh, no, of course Netflix is not free. What am I talking about? It's a monthly payment, but was there a price there? All right, there you go. Now you've downloaded Netflix, you've installed it, you open it, launch app, you're in the app. So they're showing what it's like to use the apps, the entertainment apps, separate from just games. Watch TV shows, right. Ease of access. Narrator, oh. Turn on narrator. Let me see that. Wait. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to stop here. Narrator. A screen reader that reads text, buttons, and other items on your screen out loud. We're supposed to the keyboard. Some things may not be read with the controller. Narrator now uses a standard keyboard layout. So you go to a new screen, the narrator will read everything on the screen. Is that for like, what's that for? People who have difficulty seeing, I guess? Large on-screen keyboard. So there's, yeah, ease of access. I mean, that's what this is all about. I've got a lot of nice stuff. Closed captioning, but is that automatically for all games? No, the game itself has to support it. Game transcription. Text-to-speech? You could have a text-to-speech transcription? That's pretty funny. That's the whole thing, right? Let me take a good look at this. Choose a voice to represent you. This is the voice other players hear when your chat text is read aloud. So what does that mean? Like, you don't use your mic, but you type a message, and then Microsoft David will read your message? Interesting. Some games can read aloud certain words that appear on the screen, and you can let the games read to me. There's a lot of accessibility features. I didn't even know these things existed. These might not even be new. Maybe these have been around for years and I'm just not familiar. There aren't things I would use, but it's just interesting to know that they actually exist. But yeah, so to summarize some of the things I saw.
Xbox Series X.
Let me hear that boot up sound again. I like it. It's kind of like the standard Xbox sound, but it has a more modern feel to it. But of course, I mean, I'm not going to buy a console just because of a nice boot up sound.
Launches on November 10th since it's available with the Xbox Series X. You'll see quick resume in action, the snappiness of...
So these are the different tabs. Let me see the different tabs again. So this is your home screen.
And we figured that we would...
Okay, so yeah, you go home, you've got Game Pass, so you can see everything that's on Game Pass. Of course, they're going to push their Game Pass. It's like one of their biggest things they're really excited about. Let me move to the right again. All right, what else?
Navigate the dashboard.
You got your store, you can buy things.
And what sort of options you have available with the Xbox Series X. You'll see quick resume in action, the snappiness of going through menus, data management, and some of the options and configurations you can work with.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I saw this with PS5 as well. I don't know if this was really such a big thing in the past. If it was, I didn't pay so much attention to this. But consoles seem to be trying to have their own thing they're not just about games. They're trying to have like their own little app system. You could use things like Netflix, like we saw earlier. You can see it here. Even Disney Plus, like movies in general. Maybe even like, I mean, what other kind of entertainment apps? I wonder if it's kind of like mobile games. You've got like little free games that you can have in there. It's interesting. Apps with free trials. But yeah, they seem to, they don't want to be just for games. They kind of want to be a solid replacement for your PC so you can use them for other things as well. And considering that they're much cheaper than most PCs, it makes sense. It makes sense, and Microsoft and Sony are competing in that regard, so that's cool. But at the end of the day, I'm a PC gamer. I'm really just going to use a console for the games. That's all I've really used them for the most part. So I don't care about this other stuff, but if you're exclusively a console gamer for one or the other, whether PlayStation or Xbox, this probably interests you. Having a good system like this. Be sure to watch my events. This kind of reminds me of the stories in the PlayStation 5. They call it events here. Well, no, I mean, I guess it's like news. Honestly, I like this more because it's straight and to the point. When it comes to gaming news, this is all that really interests me. I want to know, okay, what's like the in-game stuff that's like new right now? Not like some developer stories and like talking about this and background stuff. I mean, if I really want to read in depth on that, I'd probably just go on the internet. But if for my gaming console, give me information that's like relevant to the game. Do you notice how they don't put this in your face? That's what I didn't like about the PS5 one. It was like the very first card, like the stories were at the very beginning. It's like, I don't care. Put the game related stuff first, and then if you want to put some story things, put it later. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me. I'm still going to get a PlayStation, not an Xbox, because I mean, at the end of the day, I want to play those exclusive games, and I'm a PC gamer primarily. But I just didn't understand why they put that story stuff at the start. I like that this is more out of the way. It's below. Put the game stuff at the top. You know, my home screen, my game, and then Game Pass. It makes sense. And then this other stuff further down.
Full in-depth preview of the Xbox Series X.
And then community. So this is more like seeing what people are doing on Xbox, like different, was like screenshots, videos, and stuff. Okay, that's fair.
After this video.
Even on PC, I don't pay that much attention to this stuff. Steam is something like that I don't really care for. I just want to play my games, dude. Suggested apps, Xbox Live Gold, of course. And then quick resume, which we've seen like a million times. I mean, I don't really think I would get much value out of this. Like, I commit to one game, I stick to it. I don't really care to be able to swap to another game quickly. But it's there, and you know, it's cool. It's an interesting, unique feature. It's an idea, one that I don't care too much for. Oh, actually, wait. Go back to that. I want to take a better look at this menu. So what do we have here? Home, my games and apps. All right, so it's a list of games you can swap through. I guess these are like the most recent games you've played. And I think these say Game Pass because they're actually on the Game Pass. So I wonder if like, no, you would have to install those games. I was about to say, I wonder if it's a matter of like, okay, if you had the game, like if it's on Game Pass, you automatically have it all, but I would assume you have to install it. So you've installed all these games from the Game Pass, you could swap between them pretty quickly. Notifications, what does this Game Pass do? Maybe to help you quickly select a Game Pass game to install. This is the store, search, volume, makes sense. All right, skip past all that. The game library, I like how you can sort the games. There are many different ways to sort them, so that's cool. And of course, everybody's gonna love that backwards compatibility. So even your old classics, you're able to play just fine. And yeah, I didn't fully see what they did here, right? Manage Ori. Okay, so manage the installation. You're gonna move it. Ah, yeah. So you are transferring from one storage to another. So managing your storages is pretty effective. But probably try to make the use of your internal storage because buying external storage is gonna be very expensive. I think that's all I really want to say about that. That's all I want to comment on. So if you like this video, please leave a like and comment. It does help out a lot. I do upload a new video every single day, so make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out. I also stream daily on Twitch starting at 12 p.m. Central and ending at 4 p.m. Central. So make sure you follow me there to catch it on live. Link is in the description. But that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you had fun. And I'll catch you next time.